Football's about passion. It's a way of life. It gets you up on the morning. It's magnificent. It's fantastic. What a sport. What a sport. It's a way of life. It's a way of life.
Welcome to another episode of Retro Football. It's time for a viewer's request. Big shout out to my brother Matt, who requested
Football Champ!
Oh, look at that for timing. So I have played this game in the arcade many years ago. Not actually in the arcade though. I think I've emulated this before. But anyway, I don't remember. Let's choose this dude. Now, this game, or rather a game called Hat-Trick Hero, or Hat-Trick Hero S. Dave and I have featured that on the channel before. That game is basically this, with some minor differences. This came out first. This is the original Hat-Trick Hero, if you like. In the arcade, of course. So, I've put my money in. This feels fantastic to play. It's a lot of fun. There was a version of this on the SNES, according to the wiki. I had a quick look at the wiki earlier. And another console, and I can't remember, surprise, surprise. This is so much fun to play. You'll see a lot of clones of this, or rather games that look very similar to this from the era, from the time, which aren't this. They just basically ripped off a lot of the animations and just the general gameplay, I guess. But it's very playable, this. When I was a kid, I used to see a game which looked a lot like this in the arcade. Not Super Sidekicks, but something else. And I used to play a lot of it. I don't think it was this. I don't know if we got the arcade version of this in the UK. I'm not sure. But like I say, Dave and I did make a video on Hat-Trick Hero S. I think Dave will let me know in the replies, but I think it was the PC Engine, maybe? I don't know. So I'm having a look at the wiki here whilst I'm playing on the other monitor. I could just about make out the other platforms. Oh, this released on the Amiga as well. And the PS2. Very strange. The ref falling over. This is fantastic. And the reviews were good, guys. Again, I'll try and remember what the review said, or the reception part of the article. But basically this game was highly ranked. It was a magazine actually called Zero which reviewed this. And Zero was a magazine I used to buy back in the day. I think it was specific to the Spectrum, C64, etc. But they used to have a little bit in the middle of the magazine, like a centre page, where they'd look at arcade games. And that was my favourite part of the magazine. So yeah, this reviewed well in there. I think it scored 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5. But this is fantastic. It's so much fun. I'm not very good at it. Basically, you've got the timer at the top there. And unless you score within this time, it's game over, essentially. You could put more money in and continue from that point. So here we go. So I need to put more money in. Well, I don't. I've got 7 credits.
Nice fight!
I mean, everything's in English language, so I'm assuming that we did get this released in Europe as well, in the arcade. Oh my days, why did I... Oh, yeah, how did I pass there and not shoot? From what I can gather, it's one button to shoot and to pass. It kind of does everything. The ref's over again. But I loved these football games because... Obviously, I'm crazy about football gaming. I was crazy about football. I still am crazy about football in a sense. But I love this angle, this camera angle. Because around the time on the home computers and home consoles, everything was overhead view. Sensible Soccer, Micro Pro Soccer, which I played a lot of. I've featured that on this channel. They're all overhead view. Kickoff. So when I used to see this style of game in the arcade, it blew me away. I was like, yeah, this is it for me. And I do think that Konami Hyper Soccer which became International Superstar Soccer, was influenced by these games, without a shadow of a doubt. Because the camera angle's the same, the size of the goals, you've got these really big goals. I mean, are they big? I think they're in the correct scale when you look at the size of the goalkeeper as well. But yeah, fantastic. This is a good request, Matt. Very good request. And it has been sitting in my arcade collection for a while now, and it's been something that I keep forgetting to feature on the channel. So again, thanks for reminding me about this game. Can I score a goal in this episode, though? It's probably a no, but we'll see. I'll go on. Oh, he does score! Italy take the lead against Spain here. I'm sure this is the game, Matt. So Matt will be watching this, of course. He did request this, but I'm sure this was the game we used to see at the leisure centre when we used to go swimming, and we'd play some arcade footy after our swim. And I'm sure this was the game in there. I'm sure it was. I mean, Super Sidekicks is like a refined version of this game in a sense. It's a better version. Although this is a lot of fun. I mean, this was released in 1990. I would have been... I'm not going to give you my age, but I would have been in secondary school. I would have just started secondary school. And, like I said, it blew me away. I owned a NES and a ZX Spectrum. We just did not get any footy games that had the jump. We didn't get footy games like this on the NES or the... I mean, Konami Hyper Soccer on the NES is very good, but it's not as good as this. This was just like fantasy. It was my fantasy. That sounds dodgy. It was fantastical, the idea of having this game in my bedroom at the time. Whereas these days, obviously, we get the likes of, or in recent times, the likes of PES 5 on a PS2, you know? But back then... this was just like mind-blowing to me. Yes, it's super arcadey. There's no fouls. I don't think the ref has awarded any fouls in this episode, has he? I don't know why the ref has to be so rotund. He's a big fella, isn't he? Oh. Anyway, that timer is nearly down to a minute. If I keep it 1-0 here, I'll progress to the next opponent. I don't know about Spain, France's, because we've already beat Spain. Well, what am I talking about? I haven't scored, have I? I won't progress anywhere. But what I was going to say is, I'll hold that thought. Oh, we're definitely not progressing now. But I'm not too sure about this pink kit for France. Have they ever worn pink? I know it's their away strip, but even so... But yeah, it doesn't look like Italy are going to be doing much unless I can score a goal in the next 49 seconds. But it's just a lot of fun. It's very limited in scope. It's very limited in what you can actually do. But there's a lot of fun to be had. This game comes to life 2-player for sure. Get a mate. Play this. Tons of fun. Arcade footy games are good fun when they're done well. And this is done extremely well. Give me your thoughts, guys. Let me know your memories with whatever this is called. Champ Soccer? I should know, shouldn't I, when I'm making this video? I should know the name of the game. I think it's Football Champ, isn't it? But it comes to me in the end. Yeah, let me know your memories with this game if you've played it. Let me know your favourite arcade footy game. Because I want to feature more arcade footy games on the channel. So maybe there's 1 or 2 games I don't know about, which I could feature for Retro Football. Oh, it's another one. It's France 2 now. Oh, he goes into the crowd. Yeah, look out for more content coming to the channel, guys. I'll speak to you all soon.
Kick off!